Right, we are here, the Psychic Cod team are here outside the London Playhouse to try and catch the Monty Python team who are doing a live conference, and we've been personally invited. Come follow me. And here we are inside the Palladium, and as you can see, it's packed to the rafters. And after battering down some press and passers-by, I've made it up here. Everyone here to rejoice in the fact that the Python team are back together again. Monty Python has influenced so many people all over the world, and particularly us at Psychic Cod. What are they going to announce? A musical? An ice extravaganza? A 3D film? Who knows? And who are all these people anyway? Oh, I've just been poked. I think that's a signal for me to be quiet. It appears they're coming out. And about time! We've had to listen to this bloody song 400 times in a row!
Please put your hands together for Monty Python!
Thank you very much. I'm so glad you're all here.
Speak clearly! Oh, not him.
This is chaos. Sit down. Sit down. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Sorry. Come to bring some order to proceedings.
Just get on your box and shut up.
Good afternoon. Sorry. Yeah, gentlemen, this is...
We got a box.
You knew I was doing this. What's the story with
Put him in it.
Get the little box for the big box.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Warwick Davis. I have the pleasure of overseeing this very special announcement from the Monty Python team. It's amazing looking across...
Speak to the mic, amateur.
Again, 5 legends out there.
Who's it?
Well, 6. And why wouldn't you, of course?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm here to talk about some news that leaked earlier this week, in fact. The news that they were indeed to reunite for a live show. And the response was amazing,
again.
From all over the place.
Incredible.
Absolutely amazing response. And then they had another dilemma, was where to do this show. And they felt the fairest way to decide was to actually ask cities that wanted the show to bid for it. And then cities did indeed bid for it from all over the world again. And then what would they do? They had so many bids, they had to enlist the help of Sepp Blatter to sort everything out. And I have the result of those bids right here in this envelope. I'm going to announce it now. But before I do, actually standing on this stage again, I was here just a few weeks ago performing in Spamalot. Which was an amazing experience and one that I enjoyed. And the journey to this stage started when I was just 11 years old.
Okay, here we go. That's the same. People are not getting...
Here's the announcement. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Gilliam. Thank you. Drum roll, please. City at the highest bid hosting Monty Python Live Reunion show is...
Concha! Sorry!
Another one.
What do you mean another one?
Well, the second biggest bribe. And what was the second biggest bribe? Yeah.
All right, then we'll do another one. Okay.
Phew.
It's very legitimate, isn't it? I happen to have another envelope right here. Okay, so here we go.
Concha!
Right, until you again.
Sorry. More a township than a city, isn't it?
Okay, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The second highest bid, and the city that will host the Monty Python Live Reunion show is London!
Convenient.
The show will go to the O2 Arena on the 1st of July 2014. Tickets on sale at 10 a.m. on Monday, the 25th of November. You can go to find all details on montypythonlive.com. Tremendously exciting. And here's somebody now to celebrate the success of London. First, he had the Olympics, and now this. Please welcome Mr. Boris Johnson!
Coming through.
Boris!
Terrific.
Have you heard of Monty Python?
Oh yes, we're big fans.
Big fans. Did you know what was going on there today?
Waiting to take photos. We were just waiting since morning.
Who's your favourite?
Eric, John,
Will you be buying tickets to go and see this when it comes for sale on Monday?
probably.
Oh, by the way, have you heard of Psychic Cod?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, what was the question?
It's the announcement of the Monty Python Reunion for next year at the O2 Arena.
And are you a big fan?
I'm a huge fan.
So are you going to come back over to see it?
I certainly would love to come back over because there's no chance, there's no real definite that they are going to tour beyond this. So it would be nice to catch it while you know what's going to happen.
Excuse me, sir, do you mind doing an interview? Oh. So what's your connection with the Monty Python team?
And I suppose I've sort of got to know some of them a bit. Got interested in them first seeing them in Jersey when I was 11 years old, and wrote to a couple of them and adore them really. And I've been waiting for this moment for about 30 years really.
So you'll definitely be getting tickets then?
Oh, if I can cobble together money, I will certainly be along there.
What do you think of them doing a reunion? Do you think it'll work after all these years?
I think it will, because I think they've always had a really strange relationship which pushes and pulls, and they stir each other on and wind each other up, and they're quite rude about each other sometimes. And I think the timing is pretty good. I think they'll do a wonderful show.
Would you like to see commissioners be a bit more risky with what they put on there?
I would. I was always surprised that Monty Python didn't inspire lots of other really wonderful comedy. I think there are some marvellous things like Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. Larry Sanders was excellent, but I'm quite selective in the comedy I like. But I've always liked what the Python have done. I always trust them to do something interesting and something new.
You have a very special memory with Terry Jones. Can you tell us about that?
I wrote to him as a fan, and I got to know him a little bit. He invited me round, and there were some important moments which I remember. Once I was at his place, and they'd just heard that the funding for Life of Brian wasn't going to come from EMI. I think the person there thought it was blasphemous, or he was upset about embarrassing or upsetting Jews or Catholics or something or other. And so suddenly this year-and-a-half project fell apart. And that was interesting to see Terry then that day and how he responded to it, all that work. And then they finally went off and got money from George Harrison. They had to find new ways. So they've always survived. They've always found ways. They've always had lots of dramas. Even fallouts, and things have gone astray, and Terry Gilliam especially does projects which go bonkers really, financially, but they always see it through, and I think
They've got courage, and I think you have to have courage in your creativity, and it's not so much luck that's got them where they are, but courage and perseverance, don't you think?
yeah, and the team spirit. I think they actually do love each other probably. Despite all their warring, I think they possibly realise occasionally, which they have done recently, that they work best together.
Did you ever get to meet Graham Chapman?
I did. I saw him. I even went to his house in Highgate. I liked him, yes. I saw him before he got off alcohol and afterwards. Terry Jones actually says that Graham Chapman was less funny after he was an alcoholic. What can I say about Graham? He was a silly one, really. I think that they had to get him out of bed. He was always late for things, but he always put that really silly ingredient, inserted that really silly ingredient that took the things they did off somewhere else. And I think they have to keep that spirit of him. It's
very sad that he wasn't there today, but wasn't he famously quoted as saying that death is overrated?
Yes. Yes, we miss Graham. There's a plaque on the pub where he used to drink in Highgate, which Terry and Mike put up on the pub just recently. And he's in everybody's hearts, Graham. A very silly man.
It's quite nice they're actually remembering him while venturing on with this. And
Absolutely. I'm surprised they didn't have his ashes there today, but they have done that joke before.
I thought I heard that they'd been scattered over a crowd in Hollywood.
They've been scattered a few times, I think. And Sacha Baron Cohen used that joke, I think, once in one of his publicity do's. Sacha's another person I like, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Have you met him?
Yes, very briefly.
Do you think if they were to have guest appearances on this stage show, who do you think, if you could pick 5 people that's worthy of being on the stage with the Monty Python team, who would you pick?
Oh, that's such a tricky one. I know John Cleese once referred to Ezzy Izzard as the legendary 7th missing Python or something. I don't know. I'd just like to see them themselves. I don't know if they really need anybody else. I think there's I can remember The Meaning of Life. They once had the original script for that. They had lots of famous people announcing the film and coming in and guest appearances. And I'm not sure if that's particularly necessary.
I don't think they need anybody else.
I think they just need to get close, spend a lot of time together writing, and go forward from there.
John Hind, thank you very much. Thank you. Pleasure. Right, that's it from Psychic Cod at the Playhouse Theatre. I've been invited by John himself for a few nibbles, so we're going to let you go now. Thank you very much.